Capricorn, this is Cheetah Tarot. I'm here for your Sun, Moon, and Rising Capricorn May reading. So, what it was already telling me is that some of you are going to go back to a relationship that you're dreading to go back to. You feel a lot of obligation due to traditional household reasons, right? Traditional mindsets where you feel like you have the father first, the male, the husband, and then you deem yourself alone, especially as a divine feminine. You putting yourself in a position to reign under a male, and then you have the children below you. Now, I'm not saying that that's wrong to think a certain way. Of course, we all like marriage. Of course, we all want to build a foundation for our children and stuff like that, right? But the thing is that you done had so many past distrust in this relationship, is that you done took yourself out of the relationship and re-examined that could it really be a lot of happiness in the home? Can we really work it out? Can we get it together, basically? You know, and to me, when the cards are showing me, it was a lot of power struggles. Just a lot of butting heads for no reason. People are in this relationship to say, I'm the breadwinner, I'm doing whatever it takes for a financial gain. And it's just a lot of unnecessary petty issues. And the other party in a relationship, in the same relationship that you're in, they are more of a power struggle too, because you keep butting heads with them because they feel like they're more intellect or they're more intelligent. And somehow you guys are always fighting about finances or just not using compassionate words to each other, basically. So I feel like it was a couple that was playing house but didn't know how to really run the house. And the crazy thing about it is the love is there. The happiness is there. You cause your own confusion and confliction in the relationship due to your own pettiness. If you can step outside the box and really examine the details of it, which you are going to likely do in the month of May, you can see some of the real obstacles that's in a relationship. But like I stated before, towards the end, you're going to be dreading going back to the relationship, meaning that you're going into that household to rebuild on a lot of negativity. If you don't put a lot of positive energy into that relationship, then yeah, what you're going to get? A lot of negativity. If you keep continuing to look for the bad and think the bad is going to happen, then guess what? The bad is going to happen. So I say, if you're going to go back into that relationship and you're contemplating yourself, should I return? Will it work out this time? Yeah, it'll work out if you stop thinking of all the negative things that happened in the past. If you're going to get over the past and really start a brand new, start fresh. Do what you feel that is right, that will give equal take in the partnership. Because like I said, the love is there, the happiness is there. It's just egos are at battle and wits and too much thinking about finances, you know. To think about finances in a way, just always look at money as an energy. So that way it can return right back to you. Of course, it has to send out, but also let it vibrate back into your life. So that way you don't have to feel like, oh, it's always about money. Or because if you're in a state of constant worry talking about, I need money, I want money, guess what you want to get? I need and want money. You know, so let's go ahead and get started. I have what here? 10 of Cups. I told you, your house is already full of abundance, prosperity, love, just a lot of cherished moments. You know, I get the word cherish coming up. And then I have the Magician. And then I have the Knight of Pentacles. And then I have the Four of Swords. And then for your overall energy, once again, that Page of Cups. But look at my Page of Cups, how he is contemplating, or that could also be she. Yeah, that's a woman. Could be. I don't really have a face. But just long, flowy hair. So you could be dealing with someone who has very long, flowy hair, very statuous female here. This could be you, Capricorn. Also, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. But you're just still contemplating. You're contemplating. And I feel like this could be a waxing or a waning moon. I don't know, but it's the Chris. However you want to take it. So if it was a waxing moon, of course you're going to bring positive new energy and you're going to send it out there. But if it's a waning moon, then you're releasing the negativity. So what do you want to do? You want to enter into a phase where you want to bring out the positivity more, or you're going to put it into a phase where you're going to release the negativity. And I feel like if you're going to release the negativity, Capricorn, the negativity is going to have to come off you. You're going to have to release the negativity because, like I stated before, it felt like you was dreading to go back into the home because you felt like it will not work, and the structure and the foundation is just not that solid, you know. So it's up to you what you want to do, because like I said before, with this 10 of Cups energy, it's already enough abundance there. What more do you want out of that relationship? You know, what more do you want to see? Are you asking them what they want out of it too? Are you really having real good conversations that does not turn into a petty argument? Are you really going down a road where you feel like there's a lot of love and a lot of abundance, instead of going head to head for some type of ego struggle? You know, and Capricorn, you guys are really good with your finances, so I don't think it's on your end. But are you too focused onto the work? Work? Are you making that your life, your priority, and you're bringing that same energy into the household, where the household should feel more like work instead of it feel like love? But you're going to be manifesting. You're going to be, I want to say, not conqueror, but conjuring. You're going to be conjuring some energies. And I feel like you're trying to also conjuring this person back into your life. You're trying to conjure them in. You're trying to use whatever you can to bring them back into your world, to see if you can recreate something. But I feel like they're just moving too slow. And once again, those finances probably on their end is moving too slow. I'm also getting a feeling from this card, for this energy, that this person may feel like if you're looking for like marriage or full commitment or something like that, this person feels like they got that old traditional mindset where the money has to be right, the finances have to be right, I have to be right in my life, I have to have certain things in my life going, so that way I can be the husband or the wife for you, Capricorn. And then I feel with the Four of Swords, they just saying enough is enough. They're tired of the petty arguments. You're probably tired of petty arguments, because I still feel like someone is going to break off from this relationship at the beginning of May, but then towards the end of May, you're going to be walking back into it with just that low vibrational energy. Like you say, yeah, let's try it again, but you don't want to put in the effort to try it again. Now, like I said before, that could be them. Now, you could be dealing with another Capricorn like yourself. You could be dealing with Taurus. You could be dealing with Virgo. Also with the Four of Swords, you could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So either way, I see that you guys will end up taking a break for just a while. But then you two are going to mirror each other and start manifesting each other back around and see if you can work out this commitment again. But I feel like, if anything, it's just the negative energy that needs to be released here. Because here I still have someone tied to the moon. There goes that moon again. Whatever is keeping things in the household tied or bonded together with that negative energy, that's what's really causing the separation. Just a lot of negative, low vibrational energy. A lot of ego clashing. Just stuff that's really unnecessary that you can really easily resolve the issue with. And then also, you want to let that person know if it's something that needs to be really said. You know, if you feel like it's some secrets or something being hidden, or you're not getting a full statement from that person, you really need to go ahead and tap into that energy. That's the energy you need to tap into, because I feel like that's the root cause. Like, if you had to do some reevaluation of your relationship, what would you do? You will go and find out, well, just not your relationship, right? Just with any scenario. If you're looking for, if you see the problem, you have to go down and see what is the root cause of the issue. Just like if you was in technical support, if you call in and talk about your iPhone, let's say, they're going to sit there and ask you a couple of questions to do what? To get to the root cause of the issue so they can work at the source. So if you feel like it's some type of secrecy here, or something that's causing I don't know. It could be anything. It could be that they're not telling you the truth about the finances in that old traditional mindset. It could be somebody else. You know, it could be actually another third party relationship. But you need to tap into that energy so that way you can break free from that negativity, and that way you can feel more secure in your home and more conscious in your home, and also give you a steady mind to where you don't have to feel like you have to battle someone constantly in your home set, right? All right, but we're gonna go ahead and clarify. I'm gonna do one more shuffle. I got the Hierophant too. I had saw them earlier, so when I picked up this deck, I had saw it. So it's letting me know that you both want the same goal. You both want it. Wait a minute, trying to tell me something else. Stubbornness. Still, once again, just a lot of stubbornness. Someone wants someone to do this, and someone wants someone to do that, but it's causing a burden on the relationship, and you guys are just at a standstill because you cannot get over the power struggle or the ego. It needs to be literally a death of the ego. Once you release that type of energy, then you guys will be more happy. You'll feel the happiness that's already there. That's the crazy thing about this, because it's happiness in the home, but you stir up certain emotions and you stir up certain conversations just for what? To get a temporary satisfaction. I don't know if someone's doing that to you, Capricorn, or if you're doing it. I'm really not sure, but I feel like that's the case. Four of Swords being clarified with the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles being clarified with the Seven of Rods. The Magician is being clarified with the Five of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Cups is being clarified with the Three of Swords. So I do apologize here because I feel like someone is going to experience a loss in the month of May. Like, it may be a loss of a pregnancy to where someone may have to get an abortion, or someone had prematurely lost a child. But I do see end of a pregnancy here. But look, I feel like someone is going to do like a proper send-off. Like, you really gonna know how to ascend your child. It's probably for just a small few. Like, I do feel like an ascension, like this birth here, or if they were stillborn born, I feel like someone know how to do a powerful ascension, and you're going to send your child off in such a positive manner that they'll be able to come back and ease your pain later on in life, you know. So they will always be with you. That's what I'm seeing here with this Ten of Cups, the Magician, and the Three of Swords. Now, you're going to be really hurt by this, but this ascension process that you was able to complete, this ritual, it was able to ascend the child to a great level where she's more back in tune with Mother, Great Mother Goddess, or the Mother Nature, I want to say. So they will both be there. So you can say that your child was ascended with the Great Mother, and she's keeping her safe for you. So that's the energy that I'm feeling here. So don't be too hurt. I mean, I know it is a very, very sad moment. I do apologize. But I'm saying, as far as like the afterlife of the child, they're going to be treated. You know, they're going to be healed and nurtured for you. So that way down the line in your life, it will be more of a blessing, you know. So you will feel that energy probably surrounding you, and you probably, I don't know, like it's something that you will see or hear or feel, more than likely feel like a great high vibrational energy to let you know that everything is really all right, you know. But happen a major change, a major shift. Some of you may be going through a lot of download shifts, you know, because something just struck me real hard, and I do have like that thunder right here, you know, so that thunder and lightning. So some of you will probably experience some downloads. You may feel a little drained, a little drowsy. You may be feeling that. You may also be feeling that energy where you just don't know what's going on with your body, like it feels like an imbalance. That's when you may have to really get some crystals. I can't really recommend. I can probably recommend like a rose quartz that will help the situation, you know, like hold on to it if you feeling something that's going on with your body you can't really understand. But also here what I'm seeing is that you guys are putting yourselves into a relationship that it still has to feel, both parties have to feel like they have to defend themselves and protect themselves against one another. That's why I see what you're dreading to go back to, because like I stated before, if you bring that energy in, that's what you two will experience. Now, it's a great new path here. It's an open road for both of you to end these challenges. But you both have to be willing to step up to the plate. You know, both of you are going to have to step up to the plate to say, we're going to take an end to the pettiness. You know, no more worrying about a lot of financial hardship. You know, see how can you both balance that out together, so that way you guys won't feel like you have to depart from one another. But I do also see some traveling for some, like you're going to be, some going to be on the road, taking charge on their dreams. You know, the past probably did not work for you. It's probably some things that you tried to manifest that did not come into fruition, but that's okay, because you're going to not let it stop you. Right? So you got some goals and some challenges here, but you're driven. No matter what, you're still driven, you know, because you see something, no matter if it does bring you the money or does not bring you the money, you're willing to take those steps to reach your dreams, your goals, your desires. And some of you may be also just relocating by the end of the month. Some of you may just be Xing out of a relationship, right? So some of you just probably just be moving to a new apartment, or maybe I feel like some are dreading to go back to a certain place. You know, once again, just that dreading energy. I'm dreading to go here. I'm dreading to go there. I get that energy again with this Two of Pentacles, Seven of Rods, and then it's Four of Swords. It just seems like someone is dreading to leave or dreading to go to a certain destination. Like you just, it's up in the air. Like you're just giving it to faith. And you're like, whatever is whatever, you know. But you're ready to take flight. You're ready to take off. So the Two of Pentacles being clarified with the Eight of Swords. The Seven of Rods is being clarified with the World. Once again, some people will be traveling. Some may be going overseas. Some may be going to start a new destination with their life. Some are starting a new chapter. Some of you are fighting off your new chapter in life. Some of you are fighting it off. Some of you are afraid to take on the challenge. You're not ready for this new destination. You probably been seeing things like synchronicities, or you probably been witnessing things as like a calling. It's something trying to call you, or something trying to reunite with you, like your higher self is trying to guide you somewhere, and you're like, no, 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 I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to be doing this. So Capricorn, once again, this could be you. You may be afraid to take on the next chapter in your life, and you're just trying to fight and hold on to something that was probably meant for you to learn life lessons with. You're holding on to something that has already fulfilled you, and you already got the life lessons from, but you're still holding on to it. So some of you need to start off this new journey, this new destination, so you can start this new chapter and foundation in your life. You know, so take the blindfolds off and stop trying to keep yourself entrapped to something or someone who's still unsure about the relationship as well. Because I feel like once you exit out of this relationship, that's when something else will bring in some new energies for you. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be very prosperous. I'm not seeing that right now. What I am saying, what is Ten of Cups, it could have been prosperous. It could have been something that you manifested before, and now it's time to take that start or that journey. So it's just up to you. You know, you got to have to get over the past hurt and past trauma that caused you to have a lot of self-doubt, right? You just self-doubt. It's just doubting yourself. Just a lot of self-doubt. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if it'll work out this time. I don't know if it will be abundant or successful. But a lot of you also are saying, I don't care if it ends up being a bummer or a dread. I am going to keep doing this until I fulfill that my life destiny. Because some of you feel like this is a true calling, and you're willing to work for it and go to it. So what else do I have here? Clarifying the Five of Pentacles is Two of Rods, and then the Three of Swords. I have the Nine of Cups. And then at the bottom, I have the sun. You know, I still feel like it's just a new road open for you, a new destination. You know, also it may be new love coming into your life, you know. So it may be something like a karmic, maybe a karmic, or just someone that you was in a relationship with, right? And that you learned your lessons from. And now it's telling you, the world is telling you, or the universe is telling you, or your higher self is telling you, let's start a new journey. Let's start a new chapter in our lives. Let's do the next thing that comes for us. You know, life just doesn't have to just stop here, you know. And I feel like someone also may have been a little, I don't want to say greedy, but that's what comes off like someone's being a little too greedy with their demands. And it's just leaving you feel so heartbroken. Some of you may feel like you're undesired. I still get that stubborn energy, like someone still being stubborn in a relationship for the month of May. Like it's very combative. You know, like one person wants you to do something, the other person's waiting for someone else to do something, but it just still feels like combative energy here. But y'all gonna have to start using more of y'all logic and intellect in this relationship because the communication is very poor, it's very inadequate. You guys are not really listening to each other like you should. And I feel like you just both leaving yourself heartbroken for no reason at all. It's just two people that's keep continuous in a cycle, just in a continuous cycle of maybe just a little bit of pettiness. Because I like to call it petty. It could be something very serious, you know, in your relationship. It could be something very serious. But the way the cards are speaking to me, the way you guys butt heads, it just seems like it's just petty arguments. And someone always wants to can talk about money. It's also someone else here manifesting a new start for themselves. You know, it's someone else that they felt like they lost and they may go off and start a new journey. So someone may be looking at that third party energy that I was talking about. Maybe if you're feeling like someone is holding secrets from you, I feel like someone is looking for a new chapter in their life and they're going to go ahead and take that new journey with maybe someone else, because that's what it feels like here. Someone had left and it hurt their heart at one point in time. It hurt their heart that that old relationship had left and they want to give it another try. They want to give it another shot. It may have been because of codependency issues. That person was experiencing a lot of codependency. They was codependent on someone else. It could also just be someone else from a distance. You know, as far as like a partnership where they had a lot of things in common, that they couldn't share those same commodities with you too. But what's your advice here? Because all I'm seeing right now is that you guys have to get over the pettiness. And you can see the abundance in your home. So I have the devil, and this is the advice now, the Dove card and the King of Rods. So you can't make it up, right? I shuffled cards, I pulled out the cards, and there you go. An end to a karmic cycle, an end to fear, an end to petty drama, I want to say, an end to a soul tie. If this was something that someone that you were connected to, it's time to take an end and start a new journey, a new life, you know, a new beginning. It's time to transform that energy and take on something that is calling you. And I feel like you're leaving it behind because the way death is behind you, you're ignoring your transformation. It's time. You know, it's love there too. So some of you may be going to somewhere where you can find new love, a new chapter in your life. Just because traditional ways and mindsets have been placed on this earth doesn't mean that is the correct following, you know. So I understand if you are worried that you're maybe dismantling something that is in your belief system, and that's why it's probably hard for you to exit out of a situation. But I would ask the question, does it really fulfill you and make you happy? And if so, go ahead and fight for it. But if not, go ahead and start your new journey. All right, so that's my reading for you guys, Capricorn, in the month of May. And please like, share, subscribe. If you resonate, drop a comment below. Peace, peace.